Yeah, I'm the Kool Uncle. Yeah, I'm the Kool Uncle. Yeah, hey, I'm the
Unks are back.
The Kool Uncle Podcast is live, baby.
Man, we on episode infinity.
Right. What's up, man? I feel like we ain't been here in a minute, dog.
Man, we all got cups, man. Let's have a toast of life, brother.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Man. I don't know what Pro got over there, but he healthy today and shit.
Man, I can't tell him on camera, but it's clear. Y'all on that dark.
He on that underage drink.
Yeah, man.
Right.
So
We're not role models today. It's all good, man. Hey, sometimes it was a long work week. You know what I mean?
Don't act like you ain't never been to the family barbecue. And niggas is sitting there, and the kids is there, and the uncles is doing what they
Slapping
doing.
balls,
you know what I'm
every
saying?
time,
Come on,
man.
man. They know what time it is.
I'm gonna take that walk. Huh?
Yeah,
They gonna take that
man.
walk.
Right.
Yeah, the only walks is usually with the smoke break.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
But the
drink is in there.
That's just there.
Yeah.
The kids just know the smell.
Right.
You know, after a hot sunny day, they like that smell. Man, if it's some whiskey, some yak, that cognac is you gonna smell a certain.
What's
way.
that in that cup? Grown up juice, mind your business.
For sure.
That's right. Mind your business, y'all. Man, we back here, man. What's the big picture, man? We on some big picture shit today,
man. Today
man.
we gonna talk about the big picture, like with everything in life from different aspects and different experiences and different situations. You
I
feel
can
me?
dig it. I can dig it.
I feel like we ain't been kicking the independent game and giving some jewels out to the world, man.
Man, it's crazy because my boy, I was on the phone with Splack the other day. He was like, man, I watch your podcast and I need to learn more about that marketing. I definitely need to start marketing myself better.
Splack 143, right?
143.
Hey, Splack, man.
Splackavelli.
It's my favorite right there, my G. Keep it up, man.
Yes, sir.
143 on D Nice's signed on volume 1.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Go get it.
Yeah.
We still advocate for you buying stuff, so
Yeah,
go
go get it.
You know what I'm saying? Go get
Stream
it.
it too, though, but
Go
get
down.
it too.
Go down for that $1.25.
Add it to the playlist and all that.
No, for real.
Yeah, save
for
it.
real. But that song dope though.
Oh, yeah,
Man,
appreciate it.
I'm proud of you, bro, for that album, man.
Oh, man.
Yeah. I've been riding to the D Nice R&B playlist too.
Oh, yeah, man. That's the
Yeah.
vibe. Man.
Yeah.
Function
Yeah,
music. You
yeah,
know, that's what it
yeah.
is.
Yeah, no,
Oh, we
that's-
were just
looking.
talking about that too, renaming some of the playlists and
no,
shit.
for real.
Yeah,
D Nice came with the first one, the function.
Yeah.
You know, mine just be hella generic, but I gotta update my shit.
Throw some
you know what I'm
swag
saying?
on that, man. Throw some swag on that.
You know, I was breaking down some stats to the homie the other day, and I was just breaking down the numbers, and I was saying, look, man, on these songs, we doing real good. You know, the numbers is this, the numbers is that, and it was some random songs that are just popping up at the top of my algorithm, and I'm like, bro, why is this song popping up at the top of my algorithm? And then I had to go dig into the stats and dig into the numbers and dig into the fans on it to understand what was going on. And a lot of it had to do with it was a subculture of people, G-Funk, lowriders,
Oh, yeah.
the car culture, and those songs that were working and that are just getting constant rotation. They had a constant theme to them, whether it was some like old school DJ Pro shit or some new school stuff. It was a constant theme of G-Folk and lowriders. So for me, when I'm running my ads and promoting, it's real easy.
All right.
Just a little bit of game. I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of game today, man. I ain't gonna
Better
even,
pay
I ain't gonna. Look, man. When I go in and run these ads, man, the Facebook ads, the Instagram ads, whatever floats your boat, I tell you to do I would recommend the Facebook ads, but man, I go in and if it's on some G-Funk type stuff, I'm gonna put for interest. I'm gonna put G-Funk,
Right.
lowrider, West Coast. And for the top dog artists, I'm gonna get on ChatGPT. Y'all know I'm on my ChatGPT.
Hey, man. Hey, don't sleep on that every noise
Man,
at once.
Come on, man.
Don't sleep on it. It's a website where it showed you like
Give you the game.
It give you the game about you as an artist and who is tied to you.
Yes.
Oh,
The other
really?
art,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Oh, y'all gotta send me that link, bro. I ain't
Oh,
seen
yeah,
that.
that shit. I just sent him the other day. He was like, "Where you find this?" I
know,
need this.
man.
Yeah.
Y'all hold
real.
no.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and then from there, I'll just put in ChatGPT, give me, West Coast artists, whatever.
Right.
But I'll tell it to give me more like Not necessarily mainstream, because if I tell it mainstream, that's gonna give us the typical. It's gonna be like Snoop, Ice Cube, Too Short.
Right.
It's gonna be all that. But I want to get like more down to subcultures.
Right.
So I'll break it down
More niche.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's regional or not. But if I'm focusing on certain zip codes, like LA, wherever the case may be, I got a list of artists that I'm gonna put on there. A list of zip codes that I'm gonna work. I'll even break down urban communities that listen to rap music inside of Los Angeles, inside of Long Beach, inside of Compton, i.e. The high desert area, Victorville,
Palmdale,
Apple Valley, all that stuff, right? But I break it down to the exact science, so I know that it's going right across to the people that I need to hear it. And what happens is people go in and they click it and they rock with it.
Right. Yeah, you got that shit down to a science.
Yeah.
That's a pro tip. You better pay attention.
Man, you gotta
listen to the game.
Pay attention. It's free game, bro.
Free game.
And look, man, if you don't know how to do the marketing shit, bro, ask ChatGPT how to do it. Literally.
Yeah.
It will break you down step by step. And if you get lost in a step, you can ask it, I'm stuck here.
Why are you telling them to go to ChatGPT and not to you?
Man, it's good.
Like, why are you going over there? Come to me.
Hey, man, it's good. You can come to me anytime you want. No, it's good. I'm going to get a game first.
Right.
I'm going to get a game. And if you want me to be involved in the game, then come on. And y'all know how I work. I want ownership. So come on. Let's go. Let's get it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's all love.
Be ready to give them that split.
You want 100% of nothing or half of every or something?
Something, yeah.
I mean, hey, man, look. The game is real. My man D-Nice came out the gate running. The horses were going. And Project doing good.
Yeah.
It's doing good. You know what I'm saying?
Indy.
Yeah. No major.
No major. It's all independent. All off the muscle.
Hey, don't you be too humble too, Lou. You doing good too.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, that's off the back. You feel me? It's off the back.
when we first started this, Lou was on his we done shifted his whole mindset, because when Lou first got here, he was on he was getting his followers up.
I think the fans know if they tune into the podcast, they can tell, like, from the older podcast and now, like, he's a whole different person.
Yes, for real. He ain't changed with them politics.
I think I'm still 50-50. Like, I'm not mad at somebody who decides to focus on direct to consumer, because I understand it. You know what I mean? But at the same time, if you can link with somebody who can show you the ropes, and show you how it go. Find you a DJ Pro, you know what I'm saying? You find your DJ Pro, then,
LBC. You can't forget the LBC.
Don't forget the LBC.
You see the hat and the shirt. You see that? Oh,
The
hey,
LBC,
man. I got to bring me a Compton hat, man. Y'all be in here banging on me.
Come on, man.
Damn, I just realized I got
Compton
my
and
shit on
Long Beach
tour.
together.
Now
Come on.
You know in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, man, that's just what it is, man. And I think we was talking about it yesterday, D. I was talking about, like, how you can study people's numbers and kind of come up with an idea on how much they're putting behind.
Right.
And then we can gauge on the engagement, like, if the ad is really doing what it's supposed to do.
Right.
And that's why I say you start small, $5 a day, and if it works, then you start building it up. You know what I mean? Like, I think I reran one of your ads today because it did good. It was like, engagement was like 46% or something. So I was like, I'm gonna run this again. Let me just repeat this.
Yeah, I did 2 ads where they was the same song, but one was at 33%, the other one was at 50%. I just stopped at 33.
Yeah.
Keep running here.
What'd you do different?
What did I do different? Well, the first one, I didn't, you feel me? I was just testing. Yeah. I didn't know what I was really doing.
You used did you use the AI, let them program?
I did the AI, and then the second one I did my own. And,
we don't do that.
Yeah. But because they're recommended, it's AI might most likely will get you the best results, which not true.
If we was doing pop music and
if we was mainstream,
music, stuff like that, or even like if we was Snoop Dogg, that would be easy. You know what I'm saying? If we was Ice Cube, that would be easy. You know what I mean? But
they put my song with like Bryson Tiller, 6 Black or Black, whatever.
It's too big.
Like them mainstream artists.
Right, it's too big. Right. It's not too big like saying that you small, but it's too big for the algorithm
Yeah,
to
the
really
fan base,
zero in like into, because we looking for niche people, right?
Yeah.
Like there's specific people who are going to listen to a certain type of sound.
Right.
Like we know it's function music, right? So it's important for us to understand, it's street code stuff. Like, who do we associate with?
Yeah, you gotta be in there with like Greedo, Blast, in that lane.
Exactly.
Shit,
Exactly.
Yeah. And when you do that, it works.
Right.
I mean, that shit been popping up. His ass been popping up on my phone all week. I'm like,
I've been slacking on my social media. Man. I ain't even been on that motherfucker. Yeah.
I'm like, okay, you be going through and stuff. Somebody 143. Oh, what? What? Oh shit, that's D Nice. Okay,
yeah, man.
All right. Yeah, man. That's what's up, though, man. I love it, man. That's how we win. I mean,
Yes,
I think it's a big point of what you talk about, though, Lou.
What's up?
How we come together as people.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And really create economic value within our community.
That's a good segue, man.
That boy good over there, man. He a pro over there.
Hey, man, y'all put me in charge of that a long time ago. I ain't forgot.
Hey, that ran with it. What you thought?
Yeah, man. Give us some game, Lou, man.
Well, I mean, we said we looking at big picture, right? So, I mean, it's a lot in that arena. It's a lot going on, right? Because we know we got the boy Donnie in office, and he just running the muck. Donnie in office running the muck.
Orange chicken.
Got folks, yeah, he got folks out here. You know how I am on the politics, but I get it. I understand why people is feeling the way they feeling. But it's always a solution, man. It's always a solution that's within your power. That's how I see things. That's within your power. Shit that you could do. Like I was thinking about, perfect example. Everybody talking about how, in a few years it's gonna be impossible for millennials and younger to get houses for the average
Right.
people.
Yeah.
But I mean now I'm not saying it's ideal, but we see these other cultures, what they do. They get 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 folks in the house. Everybody working, everybody chipping in, right? Everybody saving money until they can do what? Get another house. Now we got 4 and 4 in each house, right? And you do this, and you just do the same thing over and over. It's always a solution to create, wealth and a foundation, right? But,
and to a certain degree too, because it's some family that you can't get 8 family members in one house.
But that's the thing. See, we don't
even need family.
We don't expand our thoughts. It ain't even got to be family.
Yeah.
It could be.
I witnessed that before. I witnessed like 5 different individuals that come from all different backgrounds, live under the same roof.
Yeah,
so
if
they
everybody
go to college
on the same page,
and, feel me, and branch out. Yeah, I definitely seen it happen.
Like make a commitment. Like let's make this commitment to each other. We're gonna help each other up out of this shit that we in. You feel me?
Exactly.
Like, but if you got too much ego, if you don't like to clean up after yourself, if you what I mean, if you selfish as a motherfucker, then that stuff like that don't work.
So Lou, are you talking more from the perspective of the little guys getting together and working together to grow, or are you referring to the idea that there are big people who, no matter what the little people do, they're gonna continue to crush them? Because right now, that's what's going on in our government system is the big guys are getting together and they're crushing the small guys. Mm-hmm. And the small guy, I don't care what they do, they're not going to be able to catch up.
Oh, yeah, no. But I think that's just the way it is, bro. That's how it's going to be no matter if all the little guys do branch together. They don't want, the people at the top don't want everybody at the top. Mm-hmm. And that's just the gatekeeping, the money, you feel me?
If we're looking at big picture, right, it really comes down to what we're talking about is capitalism, right?
Yeah.
Is capitalism quote unquote evil, or does it reflect life? You know what I mean? I mean, it's not fair, right? For capitalism to exist, you have to have poverty. Right. But we see that across every aspect of life. Like life is just not fair.
Yeah.
I'm not an economist. I'm not so I can't say what's right and what's wrong in that regard. But I mean, this is the state we live in.
But do you have to be an economist to look at the facts? I mean, to look at what's going on around you.
Yeah, I
mean, one of my there's a podcaster that I watch. He's on YouTube. I can't think of the damn show name, but he had an opportunity to approach Elon Musk, and he walked up to Elon Musk. What he said to him basically was, "Hey, you have the opportunity to do something good,
Right.
and you could solve the homeless problem with the amount of money that you have, and it wouldn't even hurt you."
Mm-hmm.
And Elon looked at him and basically told him, "You have no idea. You have no clue."
Mm-hmm.
And my thing is wow. If people are thinking like that, like, if you have that type of money and you're not willing to share, then yeah, capitalism is evil. It is what it is. Like when you look at how much money the richest man in the world has in comparison to other billionaires,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
other millionaires,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
down to thousandaires, down to the person who only got 1 cent in their bank account
Or overdraft.
or overdraft.
Mm-hmm.
You trying to tell me you can't process in your mind that, you know what, I could fix this. I could fix this overnight, and it's not gonna hurt me. That's the thing. That's the key. It's not gonna hurt me. I will still ball out here, but for the good of my heart, I just fixed a lot of shit.
But is it fixable? Is homelessness really fixable? Without, because you gotta understand, it's people that live on the street.
Some
that
people
wanna
want to be
live on the
there. Yeah, that
streets.
want to be there.
So you
Yeah.
can't fix them because you're gonna have to change their mind. Most of their minds are already done. Like, you can't change their mind. So the bigger picture is, I get what Elon Musk saying in that, because we don't have no idea, because we could try,
So
but these people are gonna go right back to the streets.
So here's my take on that, D. You have different type of homeless people.
Right.
You have homeless people who lost their job
Yeah.
and they just
They just
down
can't
out
afford
on
it,
their
yeah.
luck. They don't want to be homeless. They trying hard to get back out.
Right.
You got some people who are got 1 foot on a banana peel, the other halfway out the door.
Mm-hmm.
You got some people with mental health issues,
Right.
legitimate mental health issues,
Right.
and they don't know right from wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And you got some people who have mental health issues who are just like, I don't even know how to take my meds
Right.
to keep me sane and to keep me going. And you got people who just don't care. I don't want to pay into anything. I'm okay with living on the street.
Right.
So you got these variety of people.
Homeless people,
But guess
yeah.
where I'm gonna start at? The root cause of all. I'm gonna start with the people who want to
right.
get off the street, and then I'm gonna go after the people who just need to get balanced out. Let's get them into some facilities and get them the right treatment so they can get back balanced, and then get them back working. And then the motherfuckers that just want to be on the street, well, that's a whole different issue. You know what I'm saying? I don't got much to say about them, other than, laws is gonna have to take care of that just to get them off the streets.
But even if you do take people off the street, that's evil. You can't just take somebody from here and place them somewhere they don't want to be. So it's kind of like it's evil on both sides.
Well, I hear what you're saying. I got a different approach to that because I've been in a situation before, here at the office here. Somebody tried to move into the dumpster next door,
No.
and I
next door.
no, for real,
Literally
in the dumpster.
I thought you were talking about.
No, literally.
Oh,
in the
okay,
dumpster,
okay.
it's like a
okay.
what do you call it? The dumpster storage area.
Right.
Yeah.
I forget what you call
Where
it.
the trash
I thought you was talking about
Shame
the
on me.
spot.
I should know what that's called. The enclosure,
Yeah.
the dumpster enclosure. So, yeah, man. One day it was all good. Next day, I start seeing like little things start kind of building up. So I thought it was just the neighbors, but the
Right.
building's abandoned. So I was like, that's just the owners done popped up over here, whatever the case may be.
Mm-hmm.
But then next thing you know, it started getting built up. And next thing you know, at nighttime, I started seeing a light. And then I started seeing people jumping the fence. And then I was like, what's going on over there? So I pulled up over there and was like, hey, what's going on?
Right.
We just, nah, bro, you can't be here.
Nah.
This is not that right here.
Right. Mm-hmm.
This is not that. Now, legally, is that within my right? Probably not. But you know what? the type of community I come from, we don't play that shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, now, I offer some help. I said, hey, I don't know what your situation is. If you need help, I will be willing to help you, but this ain't this right here.
Right.
We don't do this right here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They was gone the next day. I said, you got till tomorrow to get this shit cleared up. They was out. You know what I'm saying? So some people just need tough love, bro. And I'm not saying, but then you got cats that's just whacked out of their mind, man.
Yeah, but at the same time though, by you saying that kind of like could be interpreted as evil. Because this is the last place this person got to go, and you told them you can't be here.
No, but I offered help. And to the point of Elon, offer to help, bro. Offer to help. It won't hurt you.
But you can't tell another man how to spend his money.
So I can't. But that's the idea of capitalism, right? Like, is it an evil thing or not? You know what I'm saying?
I don't think it is because it's purely based on people say the game is rigged, right? So okay, so let's go off the premise that the game is rigged. To what degree though? Because people will talk about a glass ceiling, but if you ain't hit that glass, like where is that glass ceiling?
You know that glass ceiling. If you're working in corporate America, and I'm gonna reference corporate America. When you're in corporate America, you know what that glass ceiling is.
But there's people who operate outside of corporate America.
And you know what that glass ceiling is.
Who does? Because the people that's
the
there,
people that reach it.
like for example,
I can talk to you about the corporate side. I can talk to you about the entrepreneur side. From an entrepreneur perspective, the glass ceiling a lot of times is when you go into that bank and you need to get that loan. That's a glass ceiling. I can see it. I got everything right. Everything's checked off, but I need to get that loan. It turns into a problem. It could be I need to get into the room. For us, it could be something as simple as I want to get on Rap Caviar. But guess what? Because we ain't signed to a major record label, they not gonna let us get on Rap Caviar. That's the glass ceiling, bro. We could see it. We could see the success. We doing the work, but they ain't gonna fuck with you.
Nah, but I mean, all that. In theory, that sounds good. But how many people?
It's really happening.
You not. How many people is actually? There's always a way, because if there wasn't a way, then we wouldn't see any successful people who shouldn't be successful. Nobody would. We wouldn't see any black millionaires or billionaires.
Hey, look, bro.
Right? We wouldn't see any of them.
But that's not what I'm saying, though, Lou. You're specifically referencing glass ceiling. If you understand the definition of glass ceiling, that's what it is. I can see it. It's attainable, but for some reason. The
glass ceiling is different for everybody, right? So if you're in corporate America, that's one glass ceiling. Kanye was complaining about glass ceilings. He's a multi-fucking millionaire. He was complaining about glass ceilings on his level. What I'm saying is, I feel like anybody, especially in America, we have the freedoms to pursue our potential to the 1,000th power. Most people are not living up to their potential, bro. Most people are not they're not giving whatever it is they say they want, they're not giving it 100% effort. And they're complaining about glass ceilings that they haven't even reached yet.
I got a question for you.
It's my thing. Yeah.
Do you think success is hard work or is it handpicked? And when I mean success is breaking through the glass ceiling and going beyond.
It depends on what this is a great question, because it depends on what your definition of success is, right?
But I'm talking about breaking through the glass ceiling and going beyond. That's what I'm talking about.
Pretty straightforward, Lou.
You said it's straightforward?
I said the question's pretty straightforward.
That question see me, I've never experienced the glass ceiling. So I don't have the experience to
So if you've never experienced it, how do you doubt people and tell people that?
Because I know people who live this. I'm talking about my social circle.
We all reached glass ceilings before. That's why we all came together to do this music shit, because we got there and we're like, this ain't that. We need to.
Nah, that's not a glass ceiling, bro. That could just mean
what is your definition of glass ceiling?
The traditional definition is you get to it. The way we use it in the black community is you get to a certain point and it's motherfuckers pulling the puppet strings and you can't reach a certain level because they telling you that you can't do it. Basically, you don't got the permission.
So what if the 1,000 streams? You get the 1,000 streams on Spotify to get paid. That's a glass ceiling.
Nah, see, I don't agree with that. How? We all have 1,000 streams.
But if we don't,
nobody's stopping you from doing that.
But why do you got 1,000 streams?
From fucking with Pro.
You was chosen by somebody.
Somebody, bro. This is how it works, dude.
No, bro.
People lift you
Okay.
up, they pull you up, bro, and you have to have.
So that's what y'all could call a glass ceiling. That
No, man.
A glass
no,
ceiling is
man.
something.
No,
I'm saying
listen
something.
to what he's saying.
Man.
But that's
No, bro.
you just said somebody pulling
Listen
strings.
to what he's saying.
I
You're not
hear what
listening
he's
to
saying.
That's exactly what he's saying.
Look, man.
Or is that not what you're saying?
I'm just breaking it down to the smallest form. I understand that.
Let me tell you, the idea of glass ceiling was an idea that came within corporate America where minorities,
Yeah,
and
that's
it
what I'm
was
saying.
focused around black folks.
Right.
They were pushing up through the corporate ladder, and then they would get to a point in their careers where the promotions would become difficult, or they wouldn't even give them even though they were the most qualified, the most educated, had everything going, but then they'd be like, oh, they start making up excuses. Oh, next time. And they're like, well, damn, I could see it because I don't work this hard, but for some reason, I can't break through this. I can't break through this ceiling, right? And one of the things that helped us break through those ceilings was affirmative action. Affirmative action helped us get through that, and that's why
Who is us? Because it didn't help all affirmative action. It didn't help all black people.
Clearly, I'm talking about the people who were pursuing corporate careers.
Okay, so people who was already getting money.
No, just look, man. I'm just giving you the definition.
Yeah.
So I'm explaining to you what it was about. So affirmative action is one of the things that helped allow people to break through that glass ceiling. Now, once they broke through it, because obviously the government incentivized a lot of the corporations for allowing people to diversify and get the right people. This is the argument of today, that the Trump administration has gone in there and said, oh, we're doing away with all that shit.
But how is your explanation any different than the explanation I gave of a glass ceiling? It's the same shit.
I think because you said you don't have an experience and you haven't been through that before, and you're saying that there's a lot of people who
complain about
haven't experienced.
Yeah.
I can't talk to those people. I can only talk from my experiences, and I can only talk to you from a defined experience and things that I've witnessed and experienced. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it is real. It is real. And those glass ceilings still exist to this day, and even to this day, with what's going on with this current administration, they're creating more of these ceilings by doing what they're doing. They're undoing a lot of things that were put in place to support and make a lot of these racial biases go away.
We segueing into a slightly different topic now, but what you was talking about, I don't think that's 1,000 streams I don't think that's a glass ceiling, bro.
But
I don't
it's
consider
something.
that a glass
It's
ceiling.
something put
You
in
do,
place.
though.
It's something that's
You're
put
saying
in
that's a
place
glass
to
ceiling?
hinder.
But that
I
applies
think-
to everybody. He just gave you the traditional explanation.
But
right?
I'm using metaphorically. When I hear glass ceiling,
Yes.
I'm not talking
I didn't-
about corporate because
yeah, I
I'm
didn't-
not a corporate
yeah.
American guy. You feel me?
So now we can't. So now there's no solid definition.
Okay.
of it. Now
There is a solid definition. I got the definition.
I'll give you.
It said the metaphor
I'll give you-
suggests that while there may be no formal obstacle preventing advancement,
Yes.
there are implicit bias and systematic issues that hinder progress.
What's the implicit bias on 1,000 streams?
Now, I'm a slightly agree with you on this, Lou. He's right, but there could be issues if a person can't afford to get 1,000 streams.
It goes across the board,
but-
though. It
no,
don't
no,
care
right,
about your color, your gender, your religion. 1,000 stream. Everybody has to meet that.
Not
Everybody
everybody.
has to meet that 1,000 stream. What? What do you mean?
Well,
If you don't meet
look,
1,000 streams, you don't get paid. That applies to everybody on Spotify.
But you guys know how I feel about it's fucking $3. Who cares? You know what I'm
But
saying?
the thing
But
is,
look,
that's
look.
what I don't see as a glass ceiling, bro.
But the glass ceilings do exist within the company because, again, who owns
The
the large portion of Spotify? The record labels, right? So guess what?
Their people gonna automatically get 1,000 streams just because they own the playlist.
What do they tell us to do? Oh, load your song on and pitch your song. Pitch your song to the great ocean, the abyss. Go. Pitch
How
your
many
song.
songs you uploaded
You know what I'm
today?
saying?
500,000 or some shit like that?
Right, 60,000. I want to say 60. Pitch your song, right? So you go pitch a song. You're like, all right, cool. If I pitch the song, maybe I'll get on a playlist, right? Bullshit. You ain't getting on a goddamn thing. I want to get on Rap Caviar. You think they're gonna put anybody on Rap Caviar? You think they're gonna put them on what's the other one? They got a bunch of them. The all Topify, all kind of different. They ain't putting you on shit unless you go kiss the ring and sign up to be on one of these major record labels. And then even once that, you still got to have a budget to pay to get on there.
But that's more talk. We dealing with corporate.
But it's
a glass
ceiling for independent artists.
Glass ceiling but that's universal. When we talk, the definition of glass ceiling is traditionally applies to black people.
No, it don't.
Yes, it does.
It just say minorities and
where that
women.
term came from?
Minorities and women.
That's okay. Minorities and women. Spotify
independent is a minority in the
metaphorically. He's using it metaphorically, like he said, bro. So he's just saying.
I get that.
There are ideas like we know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like we know, man. Do you know how much any one of our careers would change if we could get on? Man, if we could get one of our songs on fucking
Spotify playlist
on Rap Caviar.
On Rap Caviar.
Right.
Oh yeah, Honey Cane.
Do you know how our life would change overnight? Overnight, everything would change. Want to know why? Because there's 2, 3, 4 million. I don't know. It'd probably be more than that.
Right.
Millions of followers that are on these playlists, and these playlists, a lot of them are rigged. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them are this, that, and the other. But at the end of the day, if you get on it,
it's different.
Do you know how big that bag would be when it comes back? You know what I'm saying? But they're not going to do that because the independent artists don't own it.
The root go back again. We still talking about capitalism, right? And so when you look at wealth is not stagnant. Most people, you don't stay in the same tax bracket your whole life, bro. Most people who have a lot of money end up, their income changes. Your income doesn't stay the same your whole life.
Right.
That's not how wealth works. Some people start at the bottom and work their way up. Some people start at the top and fall down.
Right.
How this conversation is much more nuanced than what we just say, oh, it's a glass ceiling. And we like to talk about these things like they're concrete, but that's not how life works, bro. Life is not that black and white like that.
It really is.
No, it's not. How do you explain people who are born with everything and lose it all? And how do you explain niggas
they wasn't prepared?
Oh, okay, so that's not that black and white then. So what does that say about the glass ceiling if they were on top of the glass ceiling and they fell through it? That means they're clearly the shit ain't as solid as we saying it is. Then you got people like all type of black billionaires and millionaires.
They chosen though. They were chosen to be in that position.
Were they chosen? So they didn't have to do no work.
They did the work, but they got put up.
They didn't have to put in. Okay, but they chosen. By the time you get chosen, bro.
Lou, you never met a trust fund. You never met a trust fund, baby.
How much do you have to put? But this the thing is, if you had kids, would you want them to have a trust fund?
I just want to know.
No. If you answer the question, if you had kids, would you have a trust set up for them?
Absolutely.
Okay, so what's wrong with the trust fund, baby? Why does that matter?
Because the wealth that's obtained by him, the child don't appreciate it the same.
Well, I mean that's a different opinion.
That's a whole different conversation.
But what you said, I'm just responding to what you said.
Yeah.
You said that they didn't work for it. You said that they worked for it. I'm saying no. If I set up a trust and they got money right out the gate, right out the womb, then no, they didn't work for that.
And they can lose it all, and a lot of them do.
Well, no.
Do you know? Listen, here's a stat. Do you know 70% of the people that win the lottery go broke?
Yeah.
Yeah, but nobody's I could tell you, niggas that go in the NBA and the NFL come out broke.
Exactly. So, but the conversations we're talking about, bro. I think the shit we focus on is the wrong shit, dog. If we talk about wealth, it's not as black and white as niggas try to make it seem. I just gave you examples. How does a nigga go from being a millionaire to having nothing, and then another nigga go from having nothing to being a millionaire? If these things were static, if wealth was static, you would have no upward mobility. You would not be able to change classes. But we don't live in a society like that. We live in a society full of opportunity for everybody. If that wasn't the case, then nobody would be able to change their wealth class, bro. Yeah, that's common sense.
I mean, but I guess I don't understand what argument are you making.
The argument I'm making is motherfuckers are complaining about a glass ceiling and they ain't even reached their full potential. You talking about somebody in corporate America? There's people who leave corporate America and go somewhere else and become a millionaire in a different field.
Absolutely. I just told you what the definition was. And I just told you.
Yeah, but we're switching. He using metaphors. You talking about definitions. What we really talking about? What are we? The conversation is capitalism.
About
I need you to stay liquid, Lou.
We talking about capitalism.
I need you to stay liquid.
No, I know, but
stay flexible like water, Lou. Come on.
No. And you don't like to play devil's advocate, right?
Oh, here you go.
But the thing is this:
Lord have mercy.
Is capitalism quote unquote fair or not fair? That's the question. Is it fair or is it not fair? Because we live in a capitalist
Okay, fine.
Life
Lou.
ain't fair,
right?
I'll go with you.
Life ain't
Is
fair.
it? Is it?
That's what I'm saying.
I'll go
No
with
matter
you.
where you at.
I'll go.
That's what I'm saying.
I'll go with it. Is
Okay.
it? Is it fair? Is it fair?
Because
that-
you're a capitalist, nigga. I don't care what you're talking about.
Is it fair?
He almost agreed. He almost had it.
I ain't gonna let this. He ain't about to mess up my Friday night.
He almost had it.
It is not fair. It is not fair that artists, that the richest person on Spotify, granted he created the technology, the spread is so much bigger than the biggest artist on Spotify.
Right.
The smallest to the biggest, you mean?
It makes no sense at all. You know what I'm saying? When we're talking about spreading the pot out and really making it work for everybody, and that just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't gonna lie, I had a thought yesterday, and I pay attention to the Spotify news and the, all the news, the Google news, whenever Apple stuff comes out,
Right.
all the streaming platforms, I pay attention to it. And you know what I thought? I thought, damn, every time I do a collaboration with Lou, every time I do a collaboration with D Nice, every time I do a collaboration with whoever, that motherfucking Switzerland or wherever the fuck he's at, Finland, I don't know, Daniel Ek, he's getting paid off of the hard work that I'm fucking doing. And I said, that don't make me feel good.
Because of market share?
It's just because it's just the way business works. You know what I'm saying?
He got 3 cents per stream.
And then I'm like, bro, then, yeah, he built a platform. I give him that. But at some point in time, you have to share the wealth. You have to spread it out. You have to spread the pot. And when people talk about why the streaming system is broken, is because that these executives are making way too much money in comparison to the people who are putting in the actual work.
That's
You know what I'm
every
saying?
industry.
It is. And this is why I go back. We need to form a union, and once you form a union, this is when you start getting leverage. And this is when you can start going in and having the conversations of power and saying, hey, we need to make adjustments. This ain't going to work. Problem is we're so fragmented. We're so fragmented with artists and creators and so on and so forth. We ain't did it. You know what I'm saying? They done did it in the movie side, but we ain't did it on the music side. And this is a call to the big dogs in the industry,
Right.
the big dogs, you know what I'm saying?
big players
the
up there.
platinum guys.
Yeah.
Get y'all shit together and fucking get the guys together and say, this is what we're going to do. You know what I'm saying? And if we can get those guys to do that, then we can have
it just comes
talking power
to those big guys, and the rest of us little guys out here, like, it's no equity in what we do. Like, we don't own none of these platforms.
I don't
like
know
these,
if you count as a little guy, though, man. This guy track like he's, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you don't count as a little
Hey,
guy, man.
Hey, I'm not getting millions of streams when I drop. I'm a little guy still. You feel me?
for real.
So
We
you
all
feel me?
little guys
Hey,
in comparison.
but see, that's the thing. The music that I did have success with, I worked for somebody else to do that. It wasn't like me
Right.
distributing it. So I don't count that as, you feel me, as my work. Well, Bag That Money work. You feel me? I own Bag That Money. When that song came out, I went through Cash Money. You feel me? Whole different company. So I just feel, I forgot what I was saying, bro. This shit good.
It's all good, man. Man, last little thing we touch on, y'all. Y'all see the little girl in Rialto, the little kids in Rialto?
Man, I ain't gonna lie. When I first saw it, it made me mad. But then when I started, like,
The fight?
Yeah, the fight.
Oh, I know
so
that
when I
was
started
Rialto.
doing my research, I'm
Was
like,
it really a fight, or you know what I mean? Whatever
he just
it was.
really like
the clip we saw that's going viral is the clip where, the kid, was trying to back the girl off, and then the girl was swinging at him, and then he was just got.
Well, she wasn't just swinging. She hit him with some shit, too, in the clip I
Yeah.
seen.
But they didn't show that clip first. They put
Yeah.
the clip where he just
The one I seen like the whole thing. Like he was holding her back. She grabbed something. She tried to hit him.
We
with
never seen the
we know the full one.
the full
They
clip.
only showed when
Yeah.
he was like moving
Yeah.
her back and then
Right.
slammed her.
Yeah.
They was like, "Oh, damn, why you?
And
That's a
the-
girl."
And the first thing, the first reaction I got from that was, "Oh shit," But I had to stop, pause, and think about like, well, what's the whole story?
Right.
And a lot of times we don't look at the big picture. You know what I'm saying? We don't look at everything. And I'm curious to know, whether right or wrong, you know what I'm saying? I want to know what the whole story was.
Right.
Like what provoked the whole situation, how did it all start? How did it even get to that point?
And
you know
where
what I'm
was
saying?
the adults? That's it.
Facts. But
That's the main thing.
we can make the argument that teachers don't have much power. You know what I'm saying? Teachers. Don't
If
have
I'm a teacher
I
and
wouldn't
I'm in a
engage.
class, bro, I work at a school.
But look how big you is compared to.
We don't know who that teacher was. We didn't see him.
Man, he might not have the heart you got.
What would you have did, Lou?
I'm gonna break the shit up.
By law you can't do that.
That's cool, but I'm not finna let no kids fight in my class.
Seeing that, and that's the thing about it. Like, if you are a credentialed teacher and you went to college, you went through your credentialing program, you did all the things you need to do to earn your credential. That credential could be taken away. It's a license. It could be taken away. But peep game. You know the rules, you know the laws because the principals, the school districts, the state, they tell them. They go to train. They say, do not do this, do not do that. It's no different than if you worked, like, in industry I worked in, it was rules that we had to follow. I was like, man, that shit ain't right. But we had to follow them. You know what I'm saying? We couldn't do certain things. And it's the same thing in this.
How long has that been the law?
I don't know, but
okay. When I was in school, I seen teachers break up fights.
Absolutely,
and they didn't get fired.
But the protocol is different now.
Yeah, it's a whole different
and what's supposed to happen now?
That's why I asked, how long has that been the law?
We could research it, but I don't have the answer for you right now. But the protocol is they're supposed to pick up the phone and call security. They're not supposed to. They're not supposed to get engaged.
I understand.
So
I'm gonna break up the fight.
So if they
every time.
But you don't have a credential.
But you put yourself in that
even if
position.
And I'm almost certain, Lou, if it was you putting your credential on the line, you wouldn't do it. You would follow rules because you like, you know what?
Especially after you've been teaching 20 years.
Exactly. I'm not about to put my pension on the line. You're not gonna do that.
Hey, stop that shit.
So
I'm pretty sure that law ain't new, bro.
You can say that all you want, Lou, but it don't matter, bro. When you work hard for any type of a degree, bro, I got a master's degree. If somebody came to me right now and there was a rule on whatever the case may be on, you're going to lose your master's degree if you do this, I'd be like, I'm not fucking doing that shit to lose my master's degree because I worked too hard for it.
Right.
For somebody else's ignorance. You know what I'm saying? Granted, do I get it? Like, kids fight and it didn't look right and it was that. I'm not going to lie. I probably would have,
intervene some way. Yeah.
did something like this. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't gotta slam kids and do that shit. You just get in the middle and say, hey, y'all, calm down, stop.
But then the second you get hit over the head with something, the school district is not going to defend you. Let's say you get knocked out cold, your skull gets split open to the white meat. Now, you can't sue. You can't get nothing out of it because they told you don't do it. So you're in this catch-22. It's a double-edged sword.
Listen, man, I get it. Like I say, when I was in school, teachers broke up fights. Teachers got in the middle of shit. So I don't know when that law came into place, but when I was in school, teachers was if you got into it in the class, they was gonna get up and they was gonna make sure that they got you. Somebody had to leave the class to avoid a fight happening. So I don't know if they was putting their credential on the line to do that. Salute to y'all if that's what y'all was doing. You feel me? Because
LAUSD passed a law where kids can't get suspended from school no more, no matter what they do. They can only get kicked out the school, but they can't get suspended.
Yeah,
they want that. They want that attendance.
because they want the money.
They want the attendance,
money, bro.
It's a business.
It's a bit. The money. Schools get paid for attendance. If the kids don't come to school, they don't get paid. If the teachers don't sign them in, they don't get paid.
That been that way since I was a kid.
Absolutely, but
they passed a law where they can't get suspended because they want them at school now.
And I don't know if it's a law or if it's policy, district policy, but there are a lot of policies now within the school districts that they won't expel kids. Kids are out of control in these schools a lot of times now. They smoking weed on campus. They doing mushrooms on campus.
They
sexually
drinking active on campus.
They do all kind of shit that's going on.
We did all that shit back when I
but if you got caught you got
in trouble.
You got
in trouble.
expelled.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You was out the district.
But everybody's
now,
doing it.
Now it's
Everybody's doing it
now.
now.
It's like Lou, just go sit in the office. I know we caught you popping those edibles on campus, but just go sit in the just go sit in there. And the teachers are like, what the fuck? Like, what do we do? You know what I'm saying?
we can't do
like
that.
we have no teeth, no authority to do anything. And then the security guards just be like, whatever, because we go get them, but then we call the sheriff. The sheriff ain't even tripping, so.
You know what that remind me of? That's just like the laws out here with the shoplifting and all that shit. I was in Starbucks the other day before I went to work, right? Somebody came in. He looked like he was probably homeless. He looked like he was having a hard time.
Yeah.
And he came in, looked around, and then the lady that was working there, she was like, good morning. He's like, good morning. He came and just grabbed a couple things, like the shit that be sitting out, like some popcorn and some chips. And was like, all right, and then walked out. He walked out. And then she was looking, she was like, did you want to pay? And I was just like, I was like, damn, I said, yeah, that's.
Well, that law changed, though. You go to jail now. You go back to jail for
no,
petty
they
stuff.
just changed the limit. I think it was it $800 or
something like that.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it's
at the end of the day, he ain't
lower.
right. It's not hurting nobody, right? Starbucks can afford to take that little $5 loss. Or
they
whatever.
charging $10 a drink.
Yeah, but what happens when people start doing it at to a point to where the stores start closing down?
Yeah, like they doing in the Bay. They did that in Oakland. They just closing shit down. Yeah.
And now what's happening is people don't have resources. They can't get nowhere because the corporations can't make any money. You go to
who's putting these policies in?
You go to see,
bro. Which party is putting these policies in? These liberal policies in that's letting people do these things?
I don't think the question is asked the right way, Lou.
I mean,
I'm just asking. Answer it however you want to answer.
I get what you're trying to. I get what you're trying
I'm
to
just
get out of
asking
me,
a
but that's not going to work.
he said that's not going to work.
Lou.
He said I learned the tricks.
Because there's bullshit that goes on with both parties.
Yeah.
So.
No, there is, but we're talking about this specific issue.
But
This is a specific issue.
With this specific issue, I think it wasn't about a policy. It was about theft and shoplifting. Theft and shoplifting has always been a thing. That's not.
No, that's been a thing.
But
who softened the laws to where people just they can feel
what got softened was the bail laws. To get bailed out.
No, it was the actual law, right?
No, it was a no cash bail.
Anything under 600 or 800, you can't go to jail.
No, but when they did
was
the no,
always in place.
it got worse when they did the no cash bail.
Yeah.
Like if you go to jail, you out the same day.
That's what changed.
Yeah, that's what changed it.
Yeah,
and that happened during Donnie first term.
Yeah, for LA, for the DA in LA, I didn't agree with that shit.
Yeah, that was dumb.
You know what I'm saying? Because man, bro, like, you know what I mean? Like, running my business is like a motherfucker walk in and steal my shit. Like, that ain't gonna fly with me. But then if I bust them over the head, I'm gonna get in trouble.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's like if somebody run up in your house and you blast them, I'm gonna get in trouble.
You was just talking about
you know
that
what I'm
earlier.
saying?
That law really affected
man.
the small business owner too.
Like, come on, man.
Because somebody can run in your shop and put you out of business just like that. Versus somebody going to Starbucks, they're gonna have to hit you like 100,000 times.
Right.
Well, even small businesses they got insurance.
Lou, this ain't no, man.
Not everybody.
It ain't. But what happens when your insurance rate keeps going up to the point to where it's not affordable?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not excusing it by any means.
It's no different than during COVID. You know what I'm saying? Like big business got to stay open, but the small guys closed down. How many of our favorite restaurants and favorite stores
there's a new restaurant
shut down
closing
now?
every day in LA for sure.
It's because they, you know what I mean?
Closing.
It's big business. Like they cater to the corporations.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's bullshit. You know what I mean? That's just what it was.
Money talk, bullshit runs a marathon.
So if you ain't got the money, if the big picture is if you ain't got the money.
So that goes back to everything we talked about today. Capitalism.
Thank
feel
you,
me?
Lou. You just answered the question for us.
Hey, man, listen, man. All I know
That's
is
that devil's advocate.
all I know
shit.
is ain't no free lunch, man. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no free lunch. Everybody got to work for what they want out here, man. That's all I know.
Not everybody. Because Poe want to help the homeless people that don't want to work.
Everybody got to work. Because here's the thing, we all can.
I got my donations I give out every month.
I mean, we just ads.
You write them off? You write them off?
Hell nah.
No, man.
Yeah, you do. You
He
write them
be
off.
like, yeah,
That
nigga,
man-
$5.
Hey, look, man.
He 3-2.
Look, man, help comes all kind of ways, man.
Nah, yeah,
You know what I'm
definitely.
saying? If I see the man that's wiping the windshields off, man, I'll throw him a few bucks to help me out. You know what I mean?
But don't wash my windshield right after I got a car wash game. You be like, don't come up to my car. Just spraying shit.
Every situation different, man. Hey, look, y'all. Big picture, man.
The big picture. Make sure you pay attention to the big picture. Because the Kool Uncle's going to give y'all the big picture every time.
Yes,
like we not just looking at the 10-second clip. We need to see the whole thing from beginning to end.
That's
so
right.
we can make our assumptions and our judgments on it. But Kool Uncle's out. Till next time.
Peace.
Peace.
Yeah, I'm the Kool Uncle.